Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. This is the English translation of the Majlis of Hazrath Maulana Qamar Uzzaman Saheb Damat Barakatuhum, which took place on Thursday, the 29th of Zulhijjah, 1446, 26th of June, 2025. Our Hazrat Wala is saying that this particular text, the Nasihat of Sayyidina Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala an, Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahab, bahut sunate the. He used to relate this to us, read it out to us much, abundantly. In this particular nasihat, Sayyidina Ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala is saying to his son, Abdullah, Inni ara hadha rajul. Listen, I'm calculating, I'm seeing this person here, Yani Umar radiyallahu an, yuqaddimuka ala al-ashyakh. He is giving preference to you over the elders. فَحْفَظْ مِنِّي خَمْسًا. So learn 5 things from me. Remember 5 things. I'm telling you this, remember it. لَا تَفْشِيَنَّ لَهُ سِرًّا. Do not let out any secret of his. Do not let out any secret of his. Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahab was disturbed about something. This was a very khas majlis, very, very special. There were only few close individuals of his who were sitting there. And that talk there went out of that majlis and it reached the barber shop in the street. What can I tell you people about this? Zindagi bar kehte rahe. Lifelong he kept on saying, how did this happen? Who could it have been? How does this happen here? That something so important or something which is confidential or private, it is said amongst 3 or 4 people and then it goes out into the streets. But what to do? Har majlis mein kuch aise log rehte the. In every gathering, somehow or the other, some few people just like that remain. कि इधर की उधर बात करते रहे, that they do this chat talk and take something from here, there, something from there, here. So Hazrat bedar maghz the. Hazrat was very, very conscious and very, very sharp and cautious about these things. Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahab, his capacity, what can I tell you about you people? Tell you people about him. That he would look at the person's face and he would able to say this. That is the capacity that Allah Ta'ala had given him. Now whatever I am telling you people, jo bhi baat main sunata hu, wo sunate the. He used to tell us these type of things. Now this here is actually a khulasa of the majlis of Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahab. Itne kasrat se sunate the. Abundantly he used to relate this to us. The Arabic text of it, he would relate it to us. Ulama used to come, he would say the same thing to them as well. So here, let's continue. فَحْفَظْ مِنِّي خَمْسًا. Learn 5 things from me. لَا تَفْشِيَنَّ لَهُ سِرًّا. Do not let out any talk of his, any secret of his. وَلَا تَغْتَابَنَّ عِنْدَهُ أَحَدًا. And do not backbite about anyone in his presence, by his side. وَلَا يَجْرِبَنَّ عَلَيْكَ كَذِبًا. And he should never ever experience lies from you. وَلَا تَعْصِيَنَّ لَهُ أَمْرًا. And do not disobey him in any matter. وَلَا يَطَّلِعَنَّ مِنْكَ عَلَى خِيَانَةٍ. And he should not to come to know about any type of deception from you. فقال الشعبي رحمه الله. Sha'bi says رحمه الله تعالى كل كلمة من هذه الخمس. Every statement of these 5 خير من ألف is better than 1,000. Better than 1,000. Some ulama used to say to me, how do you write this? Ulama used to say to our Hazrat Wala, how do you write this here? What can I tell you people? Just so much I can say that Allah Ta'ala Qubul kar le. Qubul kar le, to samjhe hum bhi mukhlis hai. Dilo jaan ki ye nazrana hai. If Allah accepts it, then we can also understand that, listen, there's some type of sincerity within us. And this here is a sacrifice that we are presenting with our hearts and our lives. Allah qadardan bana de. Allah Ta'ala make us appreciate this year. He would say this year that this is my bayaz. He would not even use the word copy. This is my copy. The original is was by Maulana Qari Mubin Saheb. वो bayaz qabil deed hai. It is worth you looking at it. I don't even have it here. And then Hazrat Wala addresses someone there in the Majlis. Somebody says that he had it or made copies of it or whatever it is. He would keep this year more beloved and close to him than his own life. Jaan se zyada mahboob rakhte the. Allah Ta'ala. Okay, let's continue now. Allah Ta'ala ki ma'rifat apne nafs ki ma'rifat par mabni hai. The recognition of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is suspended upon recognizing yourselves. أقول قد أجمع العارفون على أن معرفة الله تعالى مرتبة على معرفة النفس فمن عرف نفسه عرف ربه. I am saying here, Hazrat Wala quoting the ibarat and the text of the Kitab Tarsi'ul Jawahir al-Makkiyah, that the Sufi masters are all unanimous upon this point, that the recognition of Allah is based on recognizing oneself. Therefore, whoever recognizes himself, calculates himself, truly, deeply understands who he is, what is he made up of, the end result of that type of understanding will lead one to the recognition of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In Nataij Asrar, which is the tasnif of Sayyid Mustafa Arusi, he speaks in the Hashia there, or it is written in the Hashia there under the text Man arafa nafsahu arafa rabbahu, explaining that, he says, the person who understands his nafs and its sifat, and he understands well that it is the effects of the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it is actually coming from there, it is not the original. In simple words, जिसने ये जान लिया तो उसने हक को पहचान लिया. Whoever has understood this simply has understood Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So these things are not something that are learned from kitabs, etc. However, these things come about with zawq, shauq, thirst, enthusiasm, etc. Nevertheless, this is what we're speaking about, the ma'rifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whoever recognizes himself has recognized Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is absolutely vast. Whatever the matlab is, it can be explained in many, many different ways. So here, Allah ही अपनी मारिफत tumko kara de. That Allah Ta'ala make you recognize yourself and may make you recognize Him. Make dua to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Make that dua to Allah that He gives you that ma'rifat. What can we do on our own? So if a person recognizes himself with helplessness, he'll recognize Allah with power. If he recognizes Allah himself with ignorance, he'll recognize Allah with ilm and knowledge. Now this very ma'rifat and recognition of Allah that He sent us for in this world, Allah bless us with that. So Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Saheb used to relate these type of things to Hakim Usmani, who was very averse to these things initially. He was a great Zabardast, غير مقلد عالم थे, غير مقلد عالم. So we are here, I'm in old age, etc. मरने से पहले Allah अपनी मारिफत से मुशर्रफ फरमा दे. Allah bless us with His recognition. There are many talks and things of Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Saheb that come to my mind now. Allah Ta'ala blessed him with some special type of ilm. On one occasion, there was some type of ice cream, firni, etc. there, and Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Saheb just took one spoon. It was myself and it was the daughter of Qari Mubin Saheb. And he passed it on to the granddaughter saying, Hum khayenge to gunah hi karenge. If I eat it, I will commit gunah. Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Saheb was very cautious. He exercised caution always. On one occasion, I entered the private chamber of Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Saheb, and he was reading the couplets. To Pir Shudi Hafiz, az mehkada bayrun sho. Rindi waha wasnaki, dar ahde shabab awla. You have become old, you have grown old now. Come out from those evil and wicked places. This following of base desires, etc., this wrong things, etc. If it is in the young age, okay, understood, but you have grown old now. Allah Ta'ala bless us with abdiyat. This is what we seen at the Buzrugan-e-Deen. Allah Ta'ala bless us with afw wal-afiyah. Allahumma inna nas'aluka al-afwa wal-afiyah fi dunya wal-akhirah. اللهم إني أسألك حبك وحب من يحبك وحب عملي يقرب إلى حبك. Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Saheb used to scold us. And then he would ask those senior ulama who used to come from Mo, to tell me, do you find any change in these people? I'm scolding them. Are they improving, etc.? Ilahi, maqsood man, tu hi wa rizai tu, muhabbat wa ma'rifat khud bideh. How can it be if everything else is your objective besides Allah? Allah bless us with His muhabbat, His nisbat, ta'alluq with Him. The Hazrat Naqshbandiya, they would read this here abundantly. Ilahi, maqsood man, tuhi wa rizai tu, muhabbat wa ma'rifat khud bideh. Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Saheb's kayfiyat was very, very different and amazing. He would go to the civil lines and he would go there to recite Quran because it was quiet and peaceful. And then he would come back and then he would say to us, you people think that I went to civil lines to go and take a walk for tafri or to do this or that. I went there to go and read Quran. I went there to go and read Quran. This majlis is the majlis of Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Saheb. Allah Ta'ala keep it established. Allah Ta'ala usko barqarar rakhe, aam o taam kar de. Make it complete and let the effects of it be lasting and continuous. Allah Ta'ala mujhe faizyab farma de. Allah let me benefit from it first and foremost. My family, people, rather all of you, the entire ummah. رَبَّنَا تَقَبَّلْ مِنَّا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ وَتُبْ عَلَيْنَا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ التَّوَّابُ الرَّحِيمُ بِحُرْمَةِ سَيِّدِ النَّبِيِّ الْكَرِيمِ صلى الله عليه وسلم.